Today we will be talking about power and money. I wrote a piece some time ago, and I titled it "Power is Greater Than Money." You know, money is very, very good. You need money to do a lot of things. You need money to buy food. You need money to buy clothes. You need money to do a lot of things. Even the Bible recognizes the importance of money. As far as the Bible was concerned, money is good, but the Bible warned that money is the root of all evil. So the Bible recognized the importance of money. You need money to eat. You need money to clothe yourself. You need money to pay rent. You need money to build your house. You need money to buy a house. You need money to do a lot of things. The way the world is structured, a lot of things evolve around money. So if something involves around something, it tells you that money is at the center of the pursuit of happiness. So any man you see, he wants to be happy. Money has to be part of that happiness. Any human being you see that says he's interested in being happy, there's money linked to it one way or the other. Money can make anyone smile. It's that simple. If you identify someone that is not happy and you say you have money and you take him to a comedy show, the job of a comedian is to exchange happiness or smiles for a fee. So because you have money, you can put smile on the face of a sad man. But there's a problem with those kind of happiness or smiles. As long as the sad man is listening to the jokes from the joker, as long as the sad man is listening to jokes from the comedian, the guy will laugh. So you have just paid money and you identify a sad man or a sad woman and say, come, let's go to the comedy show or the comedy house. The money you have paid will put smiles on the face of a sad man. There are so many fantastic comedians. You have lots of them in America and you have lots of them in Africa. Paying the money, paying the fee would automatically change the mood. The sad man will begin to laugh. Why? Because that is exactly what comedians are paid to do. They crack jokes and they put smiles on your face. Now, there's a problem with that kind of smile. So as long as the comedian and the sad man stay in the same location, the sad man will continue to smile. So when the sad man leaves the comedy house, his mood returns back to status quo. It's like drinking alcohol. Say somebody is frustrated. Somebody has problems. So he says to himself, I'm going to get myself drunk Now, when he gets high, his problems temporarily leaves him. So when you use the word temporarily leaves him, the problems are still there, but the alcohol takes his mind off them. That's exactly what happens to the sad man. As long as he listens to the comedian, he will begin to laugh. So while he laughs, the reason for his sadness, they do not just suddenly disappear. No. While he laughs in the presence of the comedian, the reason for his sadness, they don't run away. No. What the comedian does is to take his mind off the cause of his sadness. So why am I saying all this? It's simple. The guy with money has got problems too. Because money in itself is not a solution. Rather, it's a means. Let me explain that. There are billionaires today in Africa. There are billionaires today in America. There are problems they can't solve. It might sound weird, but that's the truth. You see somebody, his net worth runs into billions of naira, but he gets sad. So you ask yourself, he has money to go to the comedy show or the comedy house. Why is he sad? It's because his money can't solve his problems. So that's why I use phrases like, the rich also cry. The rich also have the capacity to feel pain. So even with their money, even with their wealth, they still cry. Even with their wealth, even with their money, they still feel pain. That explains why a man that is worth $5 billion can also be in pains. That's a lot of money to have, $5 billion. But the money does not make the man immune to pains. The reason why the man will still be in pains is because the money will not be able to solve his problems. The reason why power is greater than money is because power has the capacity to command money. Soldiers, they work with command. Soldiers work with commanding officers. When a commanding officer looks at a junior officer, he says, jump up. The junior officer jumps up. When a commanding officer looks at a junior officer and he says, soldier, get ready to engage, the junior officer gets a hold of his rifle and he gets ready. When a commanding officer looks at the junior officer, says, when you have a clean headshot, take the bastard down. Junior officer gets ready. Power has the capacity to command money. In other words, power looks at money and it says, come. Money listens and money obeys. Money obeys the orders and commands of power. So, when you talk about all of this, you begin to ask yourself, where does money come from? The money people spend. Some people have money in their pockets. Some people have money in the bank accounts. So you ask yourself, where does money come from? Money comes from central bank. That's where it's been created. That's where it's been made. So why does money come from central bank? It's simple. It's because central bank has the power, emphasis on the word power, to print money. Money is paper. I picked some currencies before and I put fire on them and I burnt them. It might sound weird, but that's the truth. I've gotten naira and I burnt it. I've gotten dollars and I burnt it. I've gotten Indian currency, I burnt it. So why am I burning them? It's because I like to remind myself that money is paper. So if money is paper, it tells you that what gives money its value is the power from government. Let me say that again. If money is paper, it gives you a hint that what gives money its value is the power it gets from government. So when you say government now, you are saying US government. When you say government, you are saying federal government of Nigeria. When you say government, you are saying the government of South Africa. When you say government, you are saying government of Namibia. Basically, government of nations. So the man that has money is incomplete. It's like saying the equation has not balanced. The man that has money alone, it's like a man standing with one leg. There's no balance. To balance it, you need money, you need power. When you combine money and power, then the combination becomes perfect. Let me give you an example. I've just said power has the capacity to command money. You see Abramovich, for instance, the guy is the owner of Chelsea. You can say Dangote, for instance. Dangote is one of the richest black men in Africa. These two guys could have more money than the president in their country. But the president in their country has the capacity to control them or exercise influence on them. Let me give you an instance. If Abramovich wakes up one Saturday